In 2021, Sudbury saw the average sale price rise, and then rise again. In this video, we'll look at how the market fluctuated over the last 12 months, what affected that, as well as some predictions that were made at the start of the year. And just before we get started, if you're interested in anything Sudbury or anything real estate, you're going to want to subscribe if you haven't already, but let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about are the predictions that some realtors had for 2021. I just got my license in October, so I never really made any beginning of the year predictions, but two experienced agents in my office did. Those two agents, Tristan and Dave, did their own little recap video that I'll be sure to leave a link to, but Dave said he predicted an average sale price of $400,000 by the end of the year, and Tristan predicted $380,000. When they made these predictions last year, the average sale price was around $330,000. And at the time of making this video, Sudbury has an average sale price of $407,000. That's an almost $70,000 increase. Now, if we look at the average sale price through each month of 2020, we can see that it shot up from $290,000 in January to $350,000 near the end of the spring and mostly stayed around that number for the rest of the year. And now looking at 2021, we can kind of see the same trend at the start of the year and into the spring. However, one thing happened that a lot of people didn't think would, and that was inventory getting even lower. From January till May in 2021, Sudbury saw a total of 3,407 active listings. And in 2021, during those same months, Sudbury saw almost 1,000 less active listings with 2,521. The fact that inventory is so low is pretty crazy, but the fact that the amount of sales has only increased is even crazier. The main reason for the decrease in listings, aside from people staying put from COVID, is the fact that in Sudbury, people wouldn't pay the price for their house that the market will. Yeah, you can capitalize on this market and try to sell your house for $100K over asking, but then you yourself have to enter that same market and try to buy your next house for $100K over asking or even more. But as you can see through the rest of 2021, the super low inventory made Sudbury's market crazy as the average sale price fluctuated up and down pretty significantly for the rest of the year. I know the numbers might look crazy, but it's important to understand that when you have less listings to pull from, one high sale can really skew the data. One trend that was interesting to follow through 2021 was the sale of green door homes. Green door homes are Sudbury's subsidized housing units. Now, these homes varied in size, but most were around 1,000 square feet, 3 to 4 bedrooms, 1 or 2 bathrooms, and of course had a green front door. They all needed renovations as they were pretty outdated, and most were probably worth somewhere in the low to mid $300,000s. They all end up being listed in the mid $200,000s, creating bidding wars and false hope for buyers. In my office, it's almost like a game when a green door home sells because we all take turns guessing at how much it went for because almost no one can predict the final sale price. We're at the point now where it's actually surprising if a green door home doesn't sell for $100K over asking, and the latest one sold in December for $180K over asking. Two things we started realizing about these green door homes is that for a few months, each one sold for $5 to $10K more than the last one, and that most of these homes are being scooped up by out-of-town buyers. This is most likely because even if you're not from Sudbury, Sudbury's real estate market is insanely affordable. In 2021, we were voted the second most affordable city in Ontario, right under Thunder Bay. This means if you sold your home in a larger city and are moving to Sudbury, you can probably afford to pay that $100K over asking, as well as the $100K worth of renovations that are needed. Now, these green door homes aren't the only homes that are selling for crazy amounts over asking. Pretty much every house in Sudbury will sell for over the list price, depending on the house, of course. I've wrote 2 offers under asking since getting my license, and the first one was for a property that had a super far possession date that we didn't think a lot of people would want to meet. And the second one was for a property that had foundation issues, so if you're getting something for under asking, you can expect some charm with it. Looking forward into next year, I believe that most of these trends will continue. More and more people are leaving larger cities and downsizing and looking to be closer to the outdoors, but still have that big city feel, and Sudbury fits that bill perfectly. Also, Sudbury's population is only growing, and we still have a long way to go before the amount of listings put us back in a balanced market. Not to mention, Sudbury continues to be one of the most affordable cities in Ontario, even with a $70,000 increase in average sale price. The average sale price could increase another $70,000 next year, and Sudbury would still be one of the most affordable places in the province. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to message me on Instagram as I'm super responsive there. And if you enjoyed the video, please let me know, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.